عليكم السلام
ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay. طيب, inshallah, today we're going to start a new lesson. Our lesson is talking about how the change in the environment might affect the citizen responsibilities. Okay? Ready to know
Yes.
how? Inshallah. طيب. Human activity has always kind of consequence for environment. Okay, there is kind of girls, please, if you will please mute your mics. If you will please mute your mics. يلا بنات.
Miss Dalia,
يلا mute your mics. نعم يا حبيبتي.
I have a question. The things that we're going to take now in the presentation, we can highlight it in the book, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
طيب بنات, please mute your mics, and whenever you want to use it, you want to say anything, you can open it, okay? To make it clear for everyone. But today we're gonna learn how has the impact of human activity changed throughout history. What kind of change happened in human activities all over the history? Okay. Also, we're gonna know about how has growing global population affected the environment. How is the great change in population affect the environment? And we will know if it has positive or negative effect. We'll know all of this, inshallah, in our lesson. Okay? Also, we'll know about the factors involved in sustainable living. Okay, what factors are involved to receive kind of sustainable life? Okay. History of using resources. History of using resources. When we talk about the history of using resources, we will talk about the early people life. Okay. In fact, long time ago, people used to have kind of simple life. Okay. And since they are having simple life, their impact on the environment was limited. They don't have that much impact in the environment. They do not affect the environment that much. Okay, and simply use the resources that are available in their area to make clothing, shelters, and so on. And we have great example for this when we talked about the Bedouin life. Okay, Bedouin life is considered as a simple life, and you're having everything they need around them. And they use limited resources up to their needs. Okay, they don't have that much needs. Okay, Banat? Okay, so simply like the Bedouins, what they were using. Who can tell me something about Bedouin life? Okay.
It was open. Oh my God.
Hey girls.
And my
Rital, can you tell me something about Bedouin life?
About what, Miss?
Bedouin life.
Okay, they used to move across the desert with camels.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Who else? Yes, Yasmin, can you say something about Bedouin life? How they used to make their clothing? Yasmin?
Yes, can I answer?
Yeah, sure.
They used to move from place to place so they could find water and food.
Yes, Maryam. Okay. Type what type? How they used to make their clothes? They are using what to make their clothes?
Miss Dalia, I can answer.
Yes, go ahead.
They used wool from the sheep that they used to have.
Excellent. Okay, so they use the wool from the sheep to make their clothes. Okay, fine. Over time, there is kind of great change, rapidly change in population. Okay, the number of people all over the world increased in size. Actually, this kind of rapid increasing. in size in the population side all over the world. Okay, and for sure, since population increase, that means what? That means people will use more and more resources. They need more and more resources. Okay, so the demand of natural resources increase as a result of global population increasing. Okay, people ask for more and more resources. So they're asking for natural resources more and more. So the demand of natural resources increased. This slide is clear?
Yes.
Okay. The Industrial Revolution. Actually, the Industrial Revolution had great impact in the environment. Not only the environment, it's affected people's life in a great way. Simply, we can say that starting from like people start moved from their area in the past. When you talk about how the people life changed all over the history, early people, ancient people used to hunt and gather, okay, to gain their living things. Then they start settled whenever they found places which is having fertile soil and great source of fresh water, and they start working as farmers. And then after the Industrial Revolution, okay, they began to move from their farming area to the industrial area. Okay, so we start having what we call it cities now. The growing state of cities started by this time. Okay, when did the Industrial Revolution started or began? It began in the United Kingdom in the late of 18th century. It was about 1750 AD. It was about this. Okay, so where it started, the Industrial Revolution started or began, excuse me, in UK, in United Kingdom, in the late 18th century, around year 750. Okay, actually, during this time, with the starting of that revolution, the economy started to change it from depending on farming, on agriculture, to depend mainly on industries, on factories. So there is kind of change in people's life, great change. Okay, and it was a time of started growing the cities. Okay, طيب. Actually, factories start produce products. But to produce products, we need raw materials. We need a natural resource to produce certain products, especially the ones that start like the cotton, مثلا. Okay, we need the cotton to make shirts. Okay, we need many different raw materials to produce a product. Okay, type. What they are using is factories. The one which is started, the early factories used to have like a coal-fired steam engines to run the machines. There was no electricity like what we have right now. It wasn't available like what we have right now. Okay. Do you remember? Let me tell you something. Do you remember Titanic, the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember what they used to run the ship during this time? The power, how they produce the power which is run this big ship. Do you remember? Down?
Miss,
Huh?
I guess coal, I guess.
Yes, like
Yes.
there were lots.
Yes. You remember? Okay, they use coal to do this. So this is not only for running running Titanic. They use this even to drive the machines in the factories. They use this is called coal-fired steam engines. Okay, those type of engines
Yes.
run with burning coal. Okay, so this is how it starts. And over time, this kind of change happen, starting using different ways. Start using after this, start using the oil products, the natural oil products. Okay, and then they are using electricity and so on. Okay, Bennett. So between the year 1750 or 1750 and year 1914, there was a great increase in population in United Kingdom. The percentage of this field was about 260%. Okay, طيب. What happened during this time? Okay, the factories produce more and more goods. Okay, so whenever you're having more and more goods, what will happen to the price? It will be more expensive or cheaper?
Decrease.
Decrease.
Decrease. The price will decrease. So the goods become cheaper. Okay, and then people have great chance to work in factories. So they are having great chance to gain more and more money. So the incomes went up. So the quality of life become better than before. Okay, this is clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So more people put more goods, which required what? More resources, because we are using the resources to produce the goods. So it's like a cycle. Okay, I'm gonna produce more, but I need more resources to produce good. Okay, whenever the goods are available in markets, okay, that means the price will go down, and as the price will go down, okay, that means the quality of life, people are gonna have different varieties, different choices, so they can choose. Okay, they're having good chance to have kind of high quality of life. During the same period اللي اتكلمنا عنها اللي هي ايه؟ Who can remember the date? 1750 up till 1900. ها؟ مين معايا في الديت؟
Miss, do we need to memorize the dates?
I'm not talking about memorizing now, I'm talking about explanation, okay?
1914.
1914, excellent, okay? So during the same period, there was a huge rising in global trade, which used large amount of resources. So here again, we are talking about resources. During this time, this kind of improvement happened in global trade. Okay, I'm having a certain product as a country, and you're having another product as a country. We're gonna exchange those products through trading, through global trading. Okay. You might buy, you might need what I have, and I might need what you have. So we're gonna trade together. Trading means what? More and more products need to be produced. Trading means more and more products need to be produced. Like to produce a product, I need what? I need what يا حلوين؟
Factory.
عملت لي ايميل ايش الباسورد؟
I need
Could you repeat the question?
Factory.
I said to produce more product, more and more products. Okay, we need what?
Factory.
Factory.
Type. The factory will use what to produce the product. To produce the product, we need raw material, which we call it resources, which we call it
Resources.
resources. You got the idea?
Yes.
So factories need raw materials to manufacture all the goods. Okay. What else the factory needs? I'm having my goods ready, but I need to transport it. Okay. So I need to have good transportation system within my area to be able to transport my goods far away. Okay. You are. Can you see the growing? Can you see how the growing happened? How it's changed? It have been changed from level to another level?
Yes.
Okay. So as a result of this, the pattern of industrialization and urbanization spread from Europe to America slowly around the world. Okay. So where did the Industrial Revolution start? It started where?
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom. Excellent. Okay. And from the United Kingdom, it's spread
Europe.
The whole
from
world.
there
Europe.
America, and then slowly around the world.
Wow. Siri, you don't know how to read anything.
Right. Here we're going to talk about the global population, the growing of global population, how the population change all over the time. We're not talking about very long time. We're going to talk about only around 200 years ago. Okay, about 200 years ago, the population of the whole world was about 1 billion. About 200 years ago, the population of the whole world with about 1 billion person. Okay, by 1900, which is about 100 years ago, they figured that it was about 1 billion 500. Okay, 1 billion and a half. Wow. So in the last 100 years, which is they believe that by year 2018, the population 2018, this is was like 2 years ago, ماشي, the population of the world become 7 billion, 7.6 billion. Can you see the rapid change?
Yes.
Can you feel what kind of problem people started to face? Okay, there was like, it's like the first 200 years we just increased by 0.5 billion. In the last 100 years, it's about what? It's about 6 billion increasing. Okay, the number increased by 6 billion. So, as more countries around the world have developed and industrialized, great proportion of global population has become a market for manufacturing goods. Okay, more people needs more goods. More people needs more products. More people means more resources to use. Okay, so as a result of the rapid population change the world had in the last 100 years, okay, more goods are being produced, and actually the world resources, the world's natural resources are being consumed at a faster rate because we are using it more and more. Okay, so it's a great problem. In fact, this is a great problem. Actually, as a result of this, people start thinking or realize that the situation is not sustainable. It's not sustained. This kind of it's not sustainable. Okay,
Not stable.
it might last longer. Actually, one of things, let me tell you something, guys. When we talk about the oil as a natural resource, for example, you know that if people keep using the natural oil same way as what we are doing right now, okay, we might be out of it hundreds of years later. It's a fact. So people start thinking about new types of car which is using renewable energy like the solar energy, and so on. Okay, this is one of the problems. Actually, there are kind of concerns said that the earth will not be able to support the number of people living on it for certain reason. Maybe the resources will not be available for everyone. Okay, so actually people should clearly know that it's everybody's responsibility to reduce the use of resources. You have to watch the way you're using the resources. Okay, if you get the chance to control it, do it. Go ahead and do it. Okay, it's your responsibility. You might say that it's not effective, I'm only one person, but we all together form the population of the world. So each one of us, okay, had great impact in the environment, even if we are feeling that it's not effective, but in fact it's affecting the environment in different how and in a certain how. Okay. طيب. People living in more developed country generally have a high standard for living and better quality of life. وقلنا مين هم developed country? The developed country is the country with too many industries over there, and the country which are using technologies more than any other countries. Those are the developed countries.
For example, like Japan.
Like Japan, China, United States. And subhanallah, now we are having an ayah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those countries which are considered as developed countries, they are the ones who's facing the greatest problem with coronavirus right now. Subhanallah. Okay? Yani this is kind of ayah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us think about this. Okay? Even if you're gonna reach a higher level in everything, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can destroy everything in seconds. Okay? Right. High standard of living. يعني generally, what will happen? What it will make? It will make people consume more resources, use more resources. Okay. So in fact, in developed country, they're gonna use more resources than those that in less developed countries, or maybe we might say in developing countries. ماشي. يبقى higher standard of living. The result of higher standard of living. Okay. So generally, people will have kind of using or consuming more resources, using more resources. So more developed countries use more resources than the countries that are less developed or still developing. This is clear? بنات mute your mics يا حلوين.
Yes, miss, yes.
All countries want to develop. Why? So their citizens will have kind of improvement and their standard of living on the quality of their life. I believe that all countries want to develop the quality of their people life. Okay? So they want to develop somehow. They want to have more industries. As a result of this, they want to have what? More resources. Okay? Here is the problem. Sustainable development aim to ensure that future generations will have the resources they will need. What does it mean? It means when the government think about the future, think about having good standards of living for their people, they should also think about the coming generations, not about today's generation only. Okay, so how are they gonna do that? By having kind of sustainable development within the country, they can ensure that future generation will have the resources they will need. What we mean by sustainable development, we mean like watch the way we are using the resource, okay? Manage it. Okay, managing the resource use. Okay, بنات؟ يبقى المقصود ب sustainable development is managing the resource use. Okay, why countries need to make kind of sustainable development? Because they wanna be sure that future generation will have these resources they will need. But as I give you the example when I talk about the oil, if we keep using this, okay, the future generation they will not find any natural oil available unless they discover new ones and stuff like that, and we are not sure if they're going to discover more or not. This is clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Actually, I'm done with today's lesson. Okay. Is there any question related to the lesson, يا بنات?
No.
No.
Is it clear?
Yes.
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 الحمد لله. طيب inshallah there will be homework on Classera today, and I'm gonna upload the PowerPoint on Classera so you can use it to highlight in your book. Okay, and I'm gonna open a discussion room. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer it. And inshallah I will see you tomorrow بإذن الله at 1:30 inshallah يعني. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Inshallah.
Thank you.
Hopefully
arigato sensei.
all of you are okay. I just want to say I love you. I miss you. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله
وعليكم
وبركاته.
السلام.